Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gamer Dad channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're going to be taking a video request that somebody basically put here on the channel, and this is Agent Woody Wilson. I hope you don't mind putting your internet name on the whole YouTube thing. And they just said, I need a good build. Can you help me? So I want to go ahead and take this opportunity to just go ahead and showcase something that I tried starting out a while ago. It was a community effort that I called Steal This Build. If you go to my playlists on the channel, you're going to see a playlist that is actually titled Steal This Build, and it has 18 videos where I showcase builds from members of the community. So I don't think any of these builds were mine in a sense. Maybe I made one or two of them, but most of them I basically inherited from other people with their permission. In fact, some of the agents actually gave their own direct feedback about the build, even in the discussion. So they explain the build because they actually run the build. Like this build called the Cleric build, it's actually made by one of our agents, Agent Fat Ninja DM, and he basically is a healer player, and so that's what his dedicated time on the division is. So if you want to run a healer build that you feel you can get your hands on, he explains how to do it in a very better detail than I would. So check out the playlist. I'll probably leave a link in the description. Now, in order to kind of make things a little better, I also talked about adopting a play style, which I think was a video I made a few days ago. If you go on my video list, you should see one of them that talks about your playstyle. I think it's my last video. He says, it says Division 2 mastering your playstyle, tips and tricks, all of that stuff. And I think this is going to inform your mind as to what a good build would do, because a good build is a good build that suits how you want to play. And so that's the way that build is going to work. It's going to complement you as the player. And in many cases, you might need a build that complements your team more than it complements you. So this is everything that you have to think about when it comes to running a build or making a build. Now today I'm in the Dark Zone, and I've been running the Dark Zone a lot. One thing I don't really do is I don't talk a lot about my Dark Zone experiences on this channel, and I think I just don't necessarily want to. I usually like to keep a lot of things under wraps, and sometimes it just affects me because some people think I don't experience the Dark Zone at all and all this stuff because I don't play PvP in the division, but that is far from the truth. I literally come here when I'm just, when I want to run. That's how I play the division, but I just engage in the PvE. And once in a while, I'll see people PvPing and I'll shoot an agent or two. And I mean, sometimes I'll be lucky enough to down all three of them that I've done in my entire Dark Zone experience. But I do enjoy the way the Dark Zone is structured with the, landmarks and all. So what I'm running here is a build that I actually inherited from another YouTuber, the base concept, which is using some of these items called the improvised, gear items. The improvised gear items are items that do not have any brand set bonuses, but are able to give you a mod slot, and they roll with very random set of core attributes. So if you want to leverage extra bonuses that you would not necessarily, get from brand sets that will have to give you all these random things and you have to mix and match, the improvised pieces will help you. So this is Mark of Blade's signature in the sense that he made it. Mark of Blade is a YouTuber, by the way. So Agent Woody Wilson, if you're listening to what I'm saying, you probably don't know who he is, or maybe you do. And he has a signature protection from elites build that he's made. And so I inherited this concept from him. Props to him. You can check out his channel as well. He has a lot of good PvE builds that you can be walking around legendary encounters. It's insane. And I've been working on trying to develop it and make it better. And so that's why you kind of see my pieces are really weird. But it took a lot of rolls to get even these pieces. And I've been able to just kind of put together something where I'm using an assault rifle. I'm using a Fenris chest piece. The Fenris chest piece has critical hit damage and headshot damage. I wish it had critical hit chance. I mean, well, not really anyways, but maybe. But I'm using Obliterate because this chest piece rolled with Obliterate. I just decided to just throw it on. It has protection from elites as a mod that I've actually installed on there. The protection from elites mod is a defensive mod. You have to find them. They're very, very interesting. I think their max is 13%, and it's very challenging to get the full 13%. So take 12 and rejoice over that. I'm using a Cheska mask, Cheska Voroba, I think that's how you say it. I don't remember what language it is. I think it's Czech. Someone said it's Czech, Chechenian or whatever. I don't know what language. I don't know. And this one's got status effect. I have to roll status effect off. My builds are usually unrefined, and I know some people will be like, oh, you know, you could roll this and this. And it's like, yeah, but I really do play this game like a like a very, very laid back way. That's how I like to play the game many times. And sometimes I'm just not paying attention, honestly. I mean, sure, I mean, I could get a better deal by doing this, and I will. Maybe here I should do it in this video. And then I also have my pair of gloves, which are Grupo Sombra gloves. It gives me 15% critical hit damage. That's all I want from it. The Cheska gives me 10% critical hit chance, and then I also have the 6% critical hit chance. I should get more crit damage here. This would definitely improve my build. And then, like I said, these two improvised pieces are there. Then, the highlight of this build is the Memento backpack. This backpack, you have to get your hands on it. Farm backpacks if you don't have it, and if you do have it, get it out of the stash and use it. You can use Memento to build anything across the board. In fact, there used to be a piece that allowed for you to have a lot more leeway in terms of how you built in the Division 1, and that was called the Ninja Backpack, the Ninja Messenger Backpack. In the Division 2, they made a Ninja Messenger knee pad, but that does something different. The backpack here actually works like that ninja bag from the Division 1 that gave you a lot more versatility. So that's pretty much how that's going to work. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to just walk into a DZ landmark, and I'm going to try my best to shoot my way through and not die. And if I do die, I mean, it doesn't really matter. That's just the reality. What you're trying to gauge is how effective this build is. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell you about my weapons. I'm sorry. I'm using a Dark Winter SMG. It is a, what's the name? It's a Vector, and it shoots 1,200 rounds per minute. So if you find a Vector, you can use it. Just make sure you run Killer. This one comes with Perfect Killer, which says killing an enemy grants critical hits. With a critical hit, grants 50% critical hit damage for 10 seconds. Whenever you proc this, you're gonna realize that it's insane. Right now I'm sitting on like 70 something percent crit damage. I know I'm standing in the dark zone just making a video. I'm probably gonna get shot. 74% critical hit damage with this particular weapon, and I have 59.5% crit chance. With my assault rifle, I have let me see, it says to switch weapon. With my assault rifle, I still have the same amount of crit damage, and then I have 37.5% crit chance. And I'm using this particular P416 just because I got it and I was excited. It just dropped, and I was like, you know what? I haven't run a P416 in a while. But the highlight of this particular thing is the Dark Winter, which then brings me to a modification that I'm going to make here in a bit, which is to use a Providence chest piece that has Obliterate and these stats. I have one in the stash. It's almost similar. It's nothing better than this in terms, but the extra Providence is just going to give me more versatility, and whichever weapon class I pick is going to really work out for me. So I can use even my Scorpio shotgun. Man, you try the Scorpio shotgun with this build. In fact, let's do that. Let's have the Scorpio, and let me just show you how well this thing hits. I'm sorry. All of this crazy extra stuff just to, just to pretty much get this. Oh, there they are. Three taps. This one will have to be hit a little bit more. 5 shots. I mean, and this is a non-optimized build. Who's shooting me from behind? Did somebody just hit me from behind, or is that just the indicator? Yeah, I mean, that's crazy, the amount of shots I didn't necessarily have to hit. I usually like picking up my stuff in the dark zone, but once you pick stuff up, you're asking for trouble. But it's okay. I'll just pick it up anyways because it's nothing crazy. I just want to get the DZ credits. Now, with the Memento backpack, you have these different little things that you can pick up. Did I just lose my marker to go to this? Oh, there he is. You know, you have the option to pretty much pick up these little kill confirmed tokens. When they drop, they really improve your damage. Now, the one reason I don't necessarily use the Scorpio with a mouse and a keyboard is because I just don't have enough coordination to keep the weapon balanced. So I will usually use another weapon. There it is. Let's see how fast I can melt one of these elites. Oh, there you are. Come through the door. Okay. He doesn't want to come through the door. He wants to stay in the cover. Imagine that. Cover-based shooting. Somebody's shooting me from the right side there. Yeah, other people will be using builds that basically rock and destroy, in a sense. And I've noticed a lot of people using the military AKMs. Man, this is crazy. But the dark zone is full today. We're going to have another group of baddies show up. There's a group of people hunting. So I don't even need to use my shield. I honestly can't stand using a shield, man. That thing drives me mad. Oh, he went rogue. Why would he go rogue? Did he actually... Oh, he stole the... He basically opened a chest is what he did and then ran away. He must have wanted that item so bad. Look, they're just hitting me. And the reason I run protection from elites is because of incidences like this. That way I could just tank a bunch of damage without even any problems. Yeah, so that's why I run protection from elite. So this is the way the build works. And this is kind of haphazard too. So forgive me if I seem to be all over the place. But that's just how this build runs. What is he doing? He's waiting for his timer to run out. Man, he must be living on the edge. So, brrr, bam. Brrr, bam. Brrr, bam. That's it. Brrr, bam. And I'm not even paying attention to other proxies that are shooting me. I mean, it's literally so well done in the way that you can actually leverage his build for your own, you know. I want to shoot his backpack, and maybe I want to get something. It's a weak point. Let's go with the shotgun. Let me confuse him a bit. Ooh, I just had to obliterate proc. Is that rogue agent like just shooting everybody? Is he shooting me? He is shooting me. Yeah, he's pretty. He's got some. What is he running? Inspect. Oh, this is the new meta, by the way. With the Lady Death and the whatchamacallit, the Hunter's Fury, using Intimidate and Adrenaline Rush. So he's getting basically. So let me just use his build as a lesson. So this is a PvP build, and so you basically are going to see that these are some of the PvP archetypes when it comes to SMG builds. So he's using the Lady Death. This weapon is very, very strong. I mean, in fact, some people have said it's kind of almost unfair. I don't know why he's using one within sync, maybe for his shield to be able to increase his damage as he's dealing damage, or actually allow for his shield to be more efficient. That's why I've seen a lot of people using sync. He's running about 1.4 million armor. Because of the way Hunter's Fury works, you can run a lot of armor and still be able to deal damage. So 4 blue attributes on his Hunter's Fury build, probably running crit damage, crit chance, crit chance, that's what he's trying to do. And then also running crit chance and crit damage on the mask. And then this is a Sokolov's backpack, which gives him 10% SMG damage. And he gets Adrenaline Rush. This was been a hard backpack to find. My goodness. And then he's got the 12% critical hit damage mods. And then he also has Intimidate, which basically gives him, it says, while you have bonus armor, it amplifies total weapon damage by 35% within to enemies within 10 meters. This is when you get close, it basically gives you a whole lot. And then this Adrenaline Rush says whenever you're within 10 meters of an enemy, you gain 10% bonus armor for 5 seconds and stacks up to 3 times. So he came here to shoot people. He didn't come here to shoot bad guys, basically. He just came here to shoot people and run in their faces and shoot them, if you get what I mean. Now, do I have a build like that? Oh, you bet I do. I have it on my PlayStation account that I've already set up. I just don't have one on PC that I have set up. But again, I'm trying to show you the way we build here in the division, and I'm glad somebody got to shoot me in the DZ so that you could basically see what they were rocking. And I have another build that I can leverage as well, where I can run Adrenaline Rush and Intimidate. Adrenaline Rush and Intimidate are really interesting combinations, and because of what they give you. So if that's your playstyle, then it really works for you. For me, it's not necessarily always my playstyle, if you get what I mean, but at the same time, it really does work a little bit. Now, if I really wanted to go do that guy dirty, I've noticed that he doesn't have much hazard protection. He probably has the base hazard protection that comes on his Shade Watch. That's about it. So I could just change my build now to one of my hazard builds and really go in there and mess that fool up if I really wanted to be petty. But I don't really have any reason to. I mean, to be really honest. But, just to be a maniac, I can go in there with the, with the Seeker Mine and all of the above. But anyways, these are my thoughts on building. I've shared some resources with you. I really do appreciate you reaching out and asking questions. There are a lot of people that do so, a lot of new players, and welcome to the division, by the way. Some of you may have level boosted your character. Some of you may have, played level 1 through 40 and you are still getting a grip of the game. I can understand. You can spend spend 20 hours playing the division and you feel like you don't know anything. You could spend 1,000 hours playing the division and you still miss a lot of things as well. But anyways, talk to me in the comment section, veterans, and let me know your thoughts about builds in general, and let's just have this as an open forum for discussion. Peace out.